Hello there, my name is Dominic and today I have these cables as well as accessories. What I'll use them for, I'll explain in this live stream. Now, in the future, I'm going to do a pretty huge energy storage install. At least to me, it's a huge energy storage install because I have a 5.12 kilowatt hour battery as well as a 6 kilowatt hybrid inverter. Now, those two are pretty big according to my needs. So these here are the accessories that I'll need to complete that installation. I'll explain what everything is, how much it cost, and where I bought it. Let's start with these breakers first. These are AC breakers. They are the Euro Plus breakers. They are double pole breakers, so they also act as an isolator. These are 32 ampere breakers. The inverter recommends you use 40 amperes, but I couldn't find any 40 amperes. The next available amperage from 32 is 63, which is also so high. I'd rather just go below 40 than above 40. So there are two of them. One will be connected from my consumer unit to the hybrid inverter, and the other one will be connected from the hybrid inverter to my backup loads. I think I'll show you the inverter, or at least the boxes, later on in this live video. So that's how these breakers look like. Next is this 2.5 millimeter cable. This is 15 meter cables. Part of this cable will come from the consumer unit to the hybrid inverter, and the other one from the hybrid inverter, preferably back to the consumer unit, so that I can serve the whole apartment with electricity whenever anything goes wrong with the power blackout or anything else. So that's what this cable is for. So though the two breakers and the cable I bought for, let me check my receipts, 4,200 Kenya shillings, and I bought them from this shop in Duruma Road in Nairobi. That's the receipt, although in this live stream, using my front camera, it was going to appear backwards, but that's the amount below there, 4,200. Next are these cables. These are 50 millimeter square cables. Now, why did I choose these big sizes? The circuit breaker here is also 200 amperes. This is a DC breaker. What I showed you before, these are AC breakers. Now, the DC breaker as well as these cables are going to go between the battery and the inverter. So why did I choose 50 millimeter cables? It's 50 millimeter square. That's the cross-sectional area of the actual conductor inside. Well, the user manual for the inverter recommends using 50 millimeter cables between the inverter and the battery, as well as in between the inverter and the battery, a 200 ampere DC breaker. Now, these are short half-meter cables, two black ones and two red ones, and they have already been crimped, as you can see. They did the crimping at the shop. These cables are quite expensive because per meter, I bought this cable at 1,200 Kenya shillings, and the lugs 100 Kenya shillings each. And then the service to install all the lugs, 300 Kenya shillings. So in total, it was 3,500 Kenya shillings. I've never used such a big cable in any of my installs ever in my life. This is my first time using 50 millimeter cables. They are quite thick and not easily bendable. Now, this is the DC breaker, and in this live stream, you're also going to see me record a short unboxing for my YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, such things. That is the breaker. It's quite big, comes with some 2 screws as well as these black pads. I don't know what these are for. So let me just set up my camera so that I can record a short video. You can see behind the scenes of how I record these videos. I usually record them on this table with that white background that you are used to. So I will just return them inside the box. Since I'm using my phone to record this live, I'm going to use my GoPro to record that short video. This is also my second live stream of 2026. Don't know if you can see, that's the camera at the top of your screen. And I normally, when I record these short videos, I usually don't do them with audio. I just use like an ASMR sort of recording without any voiceover at all. I will use that cable as an anchor for the tripod. Now, this is how I usually record my short videos. Normally, I use my phone, but today I'm going to use my GoPro. Press record. And just like that, that's how I record my short videos. It came to around 1 minute 43 seconds, but I'm going to edit it into like a minute short video. It's a vertical video for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. Normally, I don't do any audio or anything because that's a very short time, according to me, to give any information away to my audience. I'll actually link this live stream to that short so that people can know everything else about this thing. Now, I bought this breaker in a shop in Charles Rubia Road. The receipt doesn't say the actual name of the shop, but I bought it for 3,500 Kenya shillings. And I had to go around to actually look for this item because online, exactly the same thing was going for 7,000 Kenya shillings. So like I bought it for half the price, which is exactly the same thing. I have never used anything off like this ever in my electrical installation jobs. So I'm very excited to install this. What I don't know are what are the uses for these two pads. They have an arrow pointing towards one side. Like what do you think? Where should I use them? Is it on the side? Because they also have this lip only on one side, on both of them. Now, I don't know where they are actually supposed to be installed. Is it at the back like that, or the sides, or maybe at the bottom? I actually have no idea. It's quite confusing. Another thing that's confusing me is because this thing is supposed to go between the inverter and the battery. So which one is supposed to be the line and the load? It's quite confusing because at the bottom here, it says load, and at the top here, it says line. Because the power between the battery and the inverter, it's usually bidirectional. During the day, when you have solar panels, the inverter is charging the battery through this breaker. But at night, when there is no sun, the inverter is actually taking energy from the battery through the breaker to the inverter. So which one is the line and which one is the load? It's quite confusing to me. So I believe that's it. Let me now switch the camera around so that I can show you at least the boxes, so that you can have a snapshot of the inverter and the battery. The battery is so heavy. Taking it upstairs was so tiring. The battery itself, the gross weight is 46 kilograms. The battery alone, without the packaging, is 41 kilograms. I can't lift that alone. That's like 2/3 of my weight. And I'll definitely need help to mount that battery to the wall. The Deye SUN-6K-OG inverter. It's the OG01LP1-EU-AM2 inverter. And right next to that is the big battery. It's also a Deye battery. It's a lithium ion battery pack. That's the model number SE-F5. Gross weight 46 kilograms, net weight 41 kilograms. And those are the dimensions. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something new in this live stream. In the coming weeks, I will be doing the installation, and I'll be happy to share that with you as well. At the moment, I won't be doing a solar installation because it's January. I don't have my finances yet in order. I wish I could just buy some solar panel to install with the inverter, but that inverter is quite big. This inverter has a startup voltage from solar of 125 volts. So if I buy 3 panels, I have to buy at least 3 panels so that I can reach 125 volts. 3 panels with an open circuit voltage of around 50 volts, that's 150. That's enough to start up this inverter because it can't work on a single solar panel. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching till the end. Subscribe, share this live stream with your friends. Also, look out for that short video. It's coming soon about the Voltric molded case circuit breaker. Let's meet in the next video or live stream, and goodbye.